Hi, this is Matt Coddington, and this is a look at the Verizon Galaxy Tab, the Android 7-inch tablet. Before I turn it on, I just want to show a size comparison here. I'll put my HTC Evo beside it, and you can see that it's quite monstrous looking as compared to the Evo. But with this being a 4.3-inch smartphone, and this designed to be a tablet, then really it's small by tablet standards. I also want to show, I'll bring my netbook on into the view, so that you can see as far as the size, and I'll just turn on the screen for a moment on the tab. And this is my 10-inch Dell mini netbook, and actually my screen turned back off, but I'll just turn it on long enough for you to be able to see that it's not too awful much smaller of a size screen than my netbook. Obviously coming without a keyboard, but I just wanted to show that little size comparison as well on the tab, is that it's really a decent size screen, being that 7-inch screen. The power button is on the side up here at the top, so obviously when you're holding it this way you can turn it on and off. But the one thing that I really don't particularly care for is that the volume is over there at the same place. While I've been reviewing this numerous times, and I know you'd get used to it, but I would press the power button, meaning to actually I wanted to do volume up while I was listening to something. So it would be nice if they had put the volume over on the other side, or if the volume was on the right hand side, that like some other devices, even like the Continuum that I'm going to be doing a review on, the power button is on the top. So in this particular case, I just don't care for them being so close, power and then volume right below it, but not really a major thing. Got the 3.5-inch audio jack up here on the top, otherwise nothing else is on the top of the device. On the bottom of the device, then this is a proprietary connector that Samsung put on, and I'll just say right now, I think shame on you, Samsung, for doing that in this day and age where everything is going micro USB, and they go and they grab the connector here. They put this 30-pin proprietary connector, so they're obviously wanting to do that like days of old with cell phones, to where every single phone required a different kind of connector, and they've gone and pulled that. Now of course on the other end of it, it is USB, which is nice, and plugs into their power adapter, which right now has the US connector, but you can pop this off and then put it on if it would be used in Europe. So at least that part, then it can plug into any kind of power adapter like that, or even into your car, or into a computer to charge. But this end is really kind of bothersome. On to other part that I think is very cool is these two little slots you see are actually the speaker holes on this device. And I think that that is really a good design from an engineering standpoint. If you've got the device laying down like this and you just happen to be playing music with it, or just listening to any kind of audio, then with my Evo, then if I weren't to use the kickstand and it's laying down, then I'm pretty much smothering the speaker. Whereas in this case, they're coming out the ends of the device. So that is a very good idea. Speaking of my Evo, the one thing I do wish that this had that it's lacking is it could use a kickstand, so that once you are playing a video and you actually could have it just standing at an angle similar to how I can pop out the kickstand on the Evo and do that and be watching a movie, a video, whatever it might be. So that's just some of the basics of the outside. Oh, I also want to mention that they have the SD card slot is on the side. You just have the little panel here that you pull on out. Not panel, but little tab, and it can take up to a 32 gigabyte micro SD card, so that's cool. So the removable storage without having to mess with taking the back off of the device. And the back does actually come off. I haven't physically taken off the back, but it does come off, so then the battery is replaceable, so that if you wanted to get a different battery. It has got a 3.2 megapixel, not super large, but 3.2 megapixel camera on the back with flash, and then there's actually a camera. It's kind of hard to see. I'm turn the angle so you can see it there, but nonetheless it is right here. There is a front-facing camera on the tab, so good for you, Verizon, for actually having a device now that has a front-facing camera, so that video calls are possible, or just using that front camera for whatever other purpose might be if an application wants to make use of that front-facing camera. So very nice, and I actually did play with video calls on this, calling to my phone using both Fring and Tango, and it worked quite well. So next I'm going to go ahead and power the device on and show some of the things that I think are noteworthy with the software.